Here we are again. I'm here with Sam Smitty. You know, we're gonna talk about a little bit about these muff rollers here. You want to go ahead and give us some background on these, Sam?
Okay, this is one family that I have of muff rollers, and they all go back. Every bird here that you see goes back to one cockbird, and this particular cockbird was a muff bird, and I was able to produce a whole family that goes specifically back to this one cockbird. Did you have any questions for me, Danny?
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference between like muffs and clean-legged birds?
Okay, obviously you can see these are all muff birds.
Yep.
If you look at their feet, they've got feathers on their feet. That's what constitutes a muff bird. Some have really, really large muffs, some have really, really small muffs. These are what they call bootleg or, you know, heavy grouse. But these birds right here all go back to one bird, and that particular bird had big muffs on him. I've been able to make an entire family out of these birds, but extremely good rollers. Did you have any other questions for me?
Yeah, why don't you pull one of these out and kind of show us a little bit,
okay.
Close up.
Okay, this dark check hen is one of the foundation birds for this particular family. Now, her father looked like a cream, and he was actually an Andalusian. So all these birds have Andalusian behind them,
okay.
and they'll produce Andalusian. We talked about that color before, but this particular hen here was really good in the air. She produced her daughter, which is, let me pull her out. This is her daughter right here. And if you notice one thing about her daughter, she doesn't have big muffs. Both of her parents were muffs, but she does not have big muffs.
Okay. Now, do muffs roll better, or clean-legged birds roll better than muff birds? What's the difference? What's your opinion?
Okay. To start, when it comes to muffs and clean-legged birds, there is no difference between muffs and clean-legged birds. The Birmingham roller itself, the reason it's called the Birmingham roller, because it came from a town in England called Birmingham. Birmingham is just a town, like say Long Beach or Beverly Hills. Okay, the West of England tumbler came from the West of England. Those birds tended to have large muffs on them. All rollers have muff in their background. It's there. It's something that they genetically carry. You can breed all clean-legged birds. Eventually, they will produce a muff bird. Doesn't matter what breed they are. Doesn't matter what family they are. They're going to produce a muff bird eventually, because it's a genetic characteristic that they carry. So when you say, is there a difference between muffs and clean-legged rollers? Absolutely not. They're exactly the same. If you look at the birds that Bill Pensum brought over from England in the book Last of the Greats, a lot of those birds, they're muffed. They have muffs on them. So it's not something separate. It's the same. If you breed for muff birds, you're going to get muff birds. I can take a full loft of clean-legged birds, and give me a couple years, I can have a full loft of muff birds from the exact same family of birds.
Should I cross my muffs and my clean-legged birds?
It's a matter of choice. If some people like muff birds, I particularly like them. Do I cross them? Sometimes I do, but I tend to keep them separate. But it's just a matter of choice. It's not going to mess up your birds.
Okay.
You will have birds that are in between that'll come clean-legged, one in a nest, a clutch of babies. One will be clean-legged, one will be muff. So it's really up to you.
So it's not a bad thing?
Definitely not a bad thing.
Okay.
It's just a matter of choice.
Very nice selection of birds that we have here.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Just to give you an example of color variation, I'm going to show you a brother and sister. They're full brother and sister. They look nothing like each other. This is the Czech hen that I showed you earlier. Really nice hen. And then I want to show you her nestmate, her full brother.
Very nice. And that's her full brother.
Yes, that's her full brother right there.
Wow. Look at that difference. Color differences.
Yeah, he's what you'd call a tortoiseshell or a grizzle. Both of them off the same cock bird. Now I took this hen. I took this blue check hen and I 3/4'd her. When I say 3/4'd her, I put her back to her father.
Okay.
I put her back to her father, and this is what they produced. Take these down here real quick. This is the hen they produced. Beautiful hen, nicely balanced, just a really nice specimen of a bird. Now, the cock that produced these two birds was very old, so I wanted to make sure that the bloodline stayed around. So what I did is a 7/8. When you do a 7/8, I take a 3/4 daughter, which is off the mother and father, which is right here, and I put her back to the father. That makes a 7/8 bird. I took the 7/8 babies and I flew them. I'll show you what came of it. I bred this bird in 2015. This is 7/8 of the old cock. The old cock is dead now. That's 7/8 of the old cock. I flew that bird, and in 2015, that was my best bird in the kit. Excellent speed. It was probably one of the fastest. It was the fastest bird that I bred in 2015. Excellent speed, excellent kit ability, and the bird was just a phenomenal bird. If I compare that to any of my clean-legged birds, I really couldn't because it was just as good. Just as good.
Very nice.
Now, I bred 3 birds out of that pair, and I'll show you the 3 birds that I bred out of that pair. And all 3 of them, again, were phenomenal birds. Full brother.
Full brother to this one?
Yes, full brother to the recessive red. And then I'll show you there's another full sister.
Is that one there?
So all 3 of these birds are full brother and sister. Solid in the air.
Beautiful birds, Sam.
And that's pretty much it on Muff birds. Did you have any other questions for me?
Not at the moment. We'll just we'll continue keep putting up these videos, these educational videos for the people out there. Thanks for your time, man. And again, these are very nice birds. These checks are very nice.
All right.
We're signing off.
I just want to say thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.